Food trucks having sex.
I'm just letting the subtitles do their work on screen. Hello, everyone. Oh, can you see that we're a bit rowdy? Um,
All we know.
well, someone definitely is. Someone's come here already buzzed. Leah. Um,
Hey, buzzed is a very very loaded term. I would say I've had some alcohol. It was 2 cocktails. It's fine.
and, hmm, okay, I'll be the judge of that. Um, anyway, anyway, hello everyone. My name is Salem, and if you've noticed, the subtitles are changed. I remember to change them this time. They say Salem now, not Hedge. I completely forgot. I didn't change the opening to remove the Megara reference though. Whoops. We'll ignore that.
It's fine. It's emotional damage. It's there
Exactly.
to stick.
Exactly. But anyway, I am I am Salem. I use they them pronouns, and I have the honor and pleasure of being the storyteller for this amazing duo. If you watched last episode, you'll know that we had Rice and Bard doing Nemo and Felix. So because it's only fair in the universe to have balance, we now have Shelby and Maya together, because I think it's only fair. And then next week we'll have our what should have been the actual finale, the finale, unless someone comes up with a reason to make another finale after that, and we just live in perpetual finale land.
Salem, are we just going to extend this season until we all are done dumping all of our trauma into our characters?
In which case, I would never finish. I have a lot of trauma to dump into Carlisle.
That does not sound like a bad idea. So, season 3, anyone?
Don't. I've already written down the beginnings of season 3. Let's just say the kids of this cast is how I started writing it. Anyway, I will let everyone introduce themselves. I'm going to start with Leah, because I don't know if Leah will be in a state to respond after Agent P if the alcohol keeps going.
I see this as an insult. I
learned this. I finally
Hello,
learned. It
everyone.
took 4 months. I learned it.
It's like this.
I've been doing it like
smaller.
that. I've been doing it like that the whole time.
No, it's not like this.
It's
not
way.
like this. It's like small. You just
Yeah.
have the tips of your fingers touching. Yeah, you can do that as well. Okay. But yes, I'm Leah, or Chasm. I use she, they pronouns, and I'll be playing Shelby today. Who's going to go through a lot of character development, I'm guessing.
We're power character development today.
After becoming a Greek god and not being a Greek god anymore, I think she's ready to have a bit of a rest if she gets it. You can find me here on Tuesdays, which will only be next week Tuesday. But outside of that, you can find me on Instagram at @a_musical_witch. For now, I will return, but I will not tell you more about that yet.
I have to say, last but not least, because you're the only person here, Agent V, after Leah. Like, it feels weird saying after 2 people.
I mean, there are other phrases you could say.
I mean, I could do it for you if you like.
No, I'm good.
Don't.
I could also do it, as I've done before.
Hello everyone, I'm Agent P. I use they, them pronouns, and I'll be playing Maya, our wonderful chaotic prankster, who is now Nyx, has daughters, maybe has a husband somehow. We don't know for sure. But don't get me started. You know my state right now, Salem. You can't do this.
It's fine. I am not that evil.
You can find me on social media on Blue Sky at theagentp.bluesky.social or on Instagram at the.agent.p. You can find me here next Tuesday, of course, for the wonderful, wonderful finale. But other than that, I'm not in any stream games as of now, which is crazy, but good because work.
As soon as work is over, we will be dragging Agent P back here.
Oh yeah,
They have
absolutely.
they think they have a choice. They don't.
The minute my 5 weeks is up in this department, we're back, boys.
We're just dragging you back into the basement.
Oh, hang on. Whoa. That means that 5 weeks will take us to the end of August, which means technically what? Don't you?
I told you I am scared of Vampire the Masquerade. I have told you my feelings about this.
Look, we can break that fear together. I'm bringing
Terrifying.
Leah with me. I am bringing Leah with me.
Terrified.
Anyway, we will run the titles. We'll be back in a minute, and then I suppose I should tell them where they all are, really, because that would probably help them, like, get into character. So we will see you in a second. Bye. Bye. Welcome back, everyone. Okay. I was so busy getting hyped, I forgot to change the music. Let's change it to that one. Okay, so I'm going to do a double recap because it kind of makes sense here.
I wasn't there to take notes.
You weren't there to take notes. So welcome to Salem's, who also didn't take notes, abridged version of what actually happened last week from a memory which is very heavily fractured because just like Agent P, my work is kicking my ass and all I can think about is timetables and set lists. So, we had a whole episode where Nemo and Felix were alone. Maya and Shelby were not around. They couldn't figure out where Maya and Shelby were, but they had a feeling in their heart that they were somewhere safe. So, they decided to celebrate Nemo's birthday, because that was coming up. Nemo decided to go to dueling class and kicked ass. Absolutely kicked ass. It was wonderful to see Nemo actually be in their element. Turns out they're a natural duelist. And we love to see it. They defeated LaSalle. They became the highest ranked member of the dueling club. And I think we said that by the end of the year, they'd have ended up being like the top, highest ranked in like university history. Because that big power rating has advantages. We had a bit of a moment where Felix and Nemo had a jewel, but it was more a distraction just to wrap Nemo up and be gay. Nemo's dad gave a birthday present to Nemo, which is a rucksack that has a pocket dimension inside it that allows Nemo to go inside and turn it into whatever they need it to be. So a sanctuary, a safe space. It's been turned into a library because that's what Nemo wants. There is an observatory in there that came with the place that allows Nemo to look through any iteration of reality and relive memories. Which Nemo very quickly rejected and was like, I am not looking back on those 13, 14 times I did things to Carlisle. But while I'm here, what did happen on that island? In the lake. We found out nothing happened. They just laid there and watched stars together. But what they thought would be quite funny would be to not tell people they did that and just make it sound like they fucked. Just to watch everyone's reactions. There was a date. They went to a rooftop garden with loads of birds. Bear birds. And it ended with them sleeping together for the first time in the same bed. They finally shared a bed together. Probably because Maya and Shelby weren't there. And they were being really, really cute. It was a really cute episode. Before that, the episode before that, we had Maya and Shelby in the underworld making a choice about what they were going to do. Shelby, despite being told that she sometimes has to be selfish, not selfless, still decided to take the selfless option and ask what Maya wanted. And Maya would very much prefer not to be Nyx. So that's what Shelby did. Shelby rewrote reality one last time. And that's where we're going to pick up. You two wake up. It is morning. The sun is coming through your respective windows. You are not in your dorm rooms. You are in your bedrooms at Tanner.
Oh, whoa.
Just like you left them before you went to college.
Maya is gonna look around and like cautiously get up before she like peeks her head out. She looks at the calendar.
It is the 28th of October, 2 days before Nemo's birthday. The time's right. The location isn't.
Okay. Oh, then definitely gonna poke my head out and just call out for my parents. Kind of bounding down the stairs, trying to find them, because like it's been a while.
They're making breakfast. They've already set a plate out for you. There's already food there.
Did you know I was coming home?
Well, you came back last night. You looked exhausted. Just suddenly
Right.
turned up on the doorstep.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Honestly, don't worry about it. It's nice to see you smile again.
Oh, okay.
Been kind of quiet.
Huh?
Been kind of quiet.
I mean, that's fair. How are bonus mom and dad?
They're good. They're getting. They're kind of, just. We're all trundling along. It's a unique situation.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I mean, y'all disappeared, and then I got adopted, and then y'all came back, and now I have 4 parents.
I mean, hey, it means more birthday presents.
Oh, yeah, not complaining at all.
Um, but yeah, no, you were fine. You were just exhausted when you came back.
Yeah, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
That pastel goth girl, what's her name? Shelby carried
No.
you to your room.
I'm sorry, carried?
Yeah, you were practically half asleep. We thought you were drunk because you were kind of just, muttering as Shelby was lift carrying you. Though to be fair, Shelby also looks half asleep.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get dressed. And Maya just like turns 90 degrees and just like a robot, just like
All
like a
your old
Lego.
clothes, yeah, all your old clothes are here that you didn't take with you to college.
Ooh. I think Maya's gonna put on like the dress that she wore for the spring festival, like the little yellow sundress.
That's really
Before
cute.
like yes, before like going down and like catching up with her parents over breakfast, and then just kind of like I'm gonna go see if Shelby's doing okay.
Yeah, have fun. Pop by the Coven household. Alistair was asking for you
Oh my
since you were
god,
back.
Alex. Yeah, I'll definitely go meet him. And yeah, Maya would
Maya will
like
run off.
go try to find Shelby.
Speaking of Shelby, yeah, you're awake in your old room.
Yeah, I mean, knowing Shelby, it will still be later than Maya. She's sleeping in again, just waiting for her parents to leave the house. She doesn't want to have any conversation with them at this point.
To be
And
fair,
yeah, I
they
mean,
left early.
yeah,
You
as
get
they
the
always
impression
do.
they don't know you're back.
Oh,
You
great.
your window is open slightly and off latch. It's almost like somebody may have climbed up the piping to get into their bedroom.
Wonder who it was. Yeah, I mean, Shelby would just get dressed in regular attire, um, like a little bit of a um, not formal wear,
Hmm.
uh, but like a little bit of a vest and just a blouse and some comfortable suit pants. And yeah, I mean, she would just put her roller skates on, and first thing she does before going to skate towards the mansion would be to just text Maya and say, "Hey, how are you doing?"
Maya would see the text as she's walking over, and it's like, I'm coming to your place. I'll see you soon.
All right, then I'll see you in a bit. And she would just pop off her roller skates and sit on her bed, uh, probably just reading a book.
Hmm. I mean, the house truly is empty. Even your sisters have decided to go somewhere. You're not quite sure where, um, but they're not in the house either. Are you gonna let Maya get to the gate of the house, or are you gonna like get down before Maya gets there?
I would probably just be screaming from my window as soon as I know that Maya's at the gate, and then come down. Just be like, waiting for Maya to try and get into the gate, and then realized, oh, it's closed.
Does Shelby like come out and open the gate for Maya?
Yeah, she'll just wait for you to like
If
bonk
like,
at
cause
the gate.
yeah,
Like, hey, the gate's closed.
if Shelby doesn't open the gate, Maya would jump the fence. Just like bunch up her sundress around her legs and just like, I don't care. I need to see my friend.
No, I think she would come down as soon as she noticed that you're at the gate.
Are you feeling fine?
I mean, I'm back at home, but
Other than that.
I'm feeling normal. How much does Shelby remember as to like that she's now in Tanner, as she carried like Maya back to her house?
You remember riding the reality wave as it kind of rewrote everything, and you can remember being exhausted. Maya kind of fell unconscious halfway through the trip. That's why you were holding her. As for why you're in Tanner, you don't exactly know why.
Okay.
Your best approximation and a guess would be this is where you feel safe, and so this is where reality has put you.
Okay.
Potentially.
Yeah, Shelby would just respond and say, yeah, I mean, at least I'm not Thanatos anymore. Are you feeling okay? Like, you were kind of passed out when everything happened.
Yeah, I don't remember when I knocked out, but I feel fine. I don't feel powerful, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit too much, wasn't it? Being Greek gods together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no nighttime and no depth for some months was wild. And I don't think I could ever take on that responsibility again.
I mean, I don't feel like we were ever supposed to get that responsibility, so I'm just sorry that I dragged you into that, but
No,
I mean,
no, you have to stop saying that. You didn't drag me into anything. You didn't drag me into anything that I wasn't aware of.
still, like, things happened the way they did, and it wasn't entirely my decision. But
Fair.
at least we're home now. And yeah, I mean, at least we're still alive.
Yeah, at least we're still alive.
Hey, I know it may be random just now being here in Tanner, but do you maybe just want to pop by, get some coffee, and
Yeah, I
take a
was gonna
little bit of a
say,
rest?
I was gonna ask if you wanted to go out and leave here. The vibes are
Yeah.
not it.
I don't know. I mean, my parents are always gone when I wake up. That's why I wake up so late. But
Comforting.
I'm always down for some coffee.
Yeah, let's get some coffee.
And Shelby would
And
just
maybe
put
a
on a
pastry.
roller next to her bed.
Yeah, I mean, there are many places in Tanner to get a coffee. None of them are a Starbucks. That is the one thing that has changed in Tanner, you've noticed. When Amanda was around, there was like a Starbucks. There was a couple of like big restaurant, big chain things. Now that Alistair is here, and there was no Amanda because whoever leads the COVID tends to run the town. It's a lot more artisanal, small business. I'm not going to use the words anti-capitalist because I think that word gets thrown around a lot when you think about who Alistair is based off. But yeah, it is very small business chic.
Small business chic.
Yeah, it's truly rustic, small American town, the way it should have been the first time round. So
Good.
you can find a small artisanal coffee shop and find a cute little corner bay and have coffee together.
Yeah.
The only point of question that I have personally as a storyteller is what coffee are you ordering? These things matter, okay? I know that the role play matters, but really, what is your artisanal coffee order?
Personally, I would choose something different, but I think Shelby would just go for a double espresso. She needs to wake the fuck up.
That's one way of doing it.
I think Maya would have like what is it called? Oh my gods.
Can you describe it?
Caramel latte macchiato.
It's not a latte. It's not a macchiato. It's not an Americano.
Cappuccino.
Yes, a mocha cappuccino.
Ooh.
Yes, with a little bit of chocolate in there.
Yeah, you have this booth. The cafe is relatively quiet this time of the morning. So you have the whole place to yourself, ready to talk.
I don't think Shelby would initiate it, honestly. She would just be sipping her coffee until Maya would ask anything else.
I think the thing that the thing on the forefront of Maya's mind would be, I wonder if Felix and Nemo are okay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, as long as they're together, they're good, I guess.
That's fair.
And then, whilst Shelby is saying that, she would just pop a text in the friend group, going like, "Yo, you guys all right?" And then just put down her phone, not caring about the answer, just making sure.
Just like I care enough.
Yeah, I've vented my care into the atmosphere.
Maya would be like, yeah, yeah, they would be fine if they were together. It's weird being back in Tanner.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel wrong. It feels like
It doesn't
home,
feel right
quite literally,
either.
but yeah, I mean, we have been thrown all over the place, so to me, it's just another place, and this time it's home, and not the underworld or the astral plane
Well,
or
yeah.
the train or
We have solid ground under our feet.
exactly.
I think.
As she says that, Shelby would look outside to see if the barrier is doing okay.
The barrier is perfectly fine.
Lovely.
It is a lovely autumnal day. There's a crisp in the air, like a crisp chill in the air, but it's not enough to freeze you. It's just enough to like go into your nose and into your senses to make you feel it, but not actually chill you.
I see. So,
a lot of things have changed. I mean, taking away the fact that we're not gods anymore, but just even before that, when we came back from what's the place's name? What's the place's name?
Elvis?
Elvis.
Yeah.
Ever since we came back from Elvis, so many things are different. Amanda's dead. Alistair's the head of the Coven household. And not a cat. So
Yeah.
that'll be fun to interact with.
Think of cats. My cat's still in fucking. Oh! My cat
Oh
is
my
still
God.
at
In New York.
college. In New
And
York.
my squirrel. Oh
But they're your
goodness.
spirit
Oh my
animals,
God.
correct?
No, there are familiars.
Familiars. That's it, familiars. I thought spirit animals were familiars. Familiars can be summoned.
I'm not gonna summon a squirrel at a coffee shop.
Wait, how far is the psychic link I have? Okay, I don't know I don't know the details of
Do
psychic
you know what?
link, but
Do
I
you know
know I
what?
have a psychic
Don't
link
even
with my
look
cat.
at it. You can psychically link to your cat in New York if you want to.
Hell yeah. I'll just tell Mist to just snoop in on Felix and Nemo and just say anything that's going on.
Mm.
You just hear back saying they're being gay. That's all you get back. No, that's a lie.
Okay.
You get they're being gay. Pause. And I have to watch this shit.
You don't have to.
Like for the psychic connection, Shelby would just say slay, but maybe have them look at their phone. And I just stop connection and it's like there's some food for you in the closet. If you need it, you know where to find it.
Oh, don't worry, I keep all of us fed. You get a text back in the group chat saying that they're all okay. The way that your cat has decided to do this is they jumped onto the table, and knocked Nemo's phone onto the floor, and then ran off.
That's exactly what I was heading for.
And
Exactly.
that caused Nemo to pick it up and go, "Oh, I got a message." They are fine. They're gonna go spend the day together.
Good. They should.
While they are, I'm gonna spend a little bit of time at the toilet, and I'll be back in 2 minutes.
That's fine. So I am.
Yes.
You're there having a coffee. You're back to the window.
Oh no, don't do this while she's not here.
No, it's fine. You
Diabolical.
you hear a knock at the window. It starts off as like a knock knock. Then it's a knock 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 knock.
Oh god, okay.
And then you just hear the word Maya.
No, no!
What? What am I being accused of? What is the crime? Look,
Go on.
Who do you think
Go,
it is?
just rip the band-aid off and go on.
You turn round to look, you see nothing.
Of course.
Because no, they've already ran into the door. Once they saw like your hair, and they're like, I know that hair. Lucas has come running in and almost climbs over a table to like get to Maya. And it's like,
hey,
Alistair said you were here, you were back.
Yeah, we came back yesterday night.
That's really cool.
Thanks. What have you been up to?
Oh, school stuff and learning and the board. Nothing's fun here anymore.
I mean, that's fair.
Like, we don't blow stuff up anymore.
You don't blow stuff up with Carlisle
Well, we try
or
to.
Miles?
We try to, but we're trying to be responsible with our magic.
That's fair. That's good. You should be responsible with your magic. Maya like reaches over to Shelby while she's doing it, just like put that down.
Shelby pulls up the nearest how to blow stuff up spell. Just.
Anyway, I cast Fireball at level 9.
I'm guessing you're here because of the ball.
What ball?
Well, yeah, it's the autumnal ball we have every year. So.
Oh right.
It was something that Amanda got rid of very quickly, because it involved hosting and being a host. Alistair, on the other hand, thoroughly enjoys it. Well, kind of. He enjoys it when it's there. He doesn't enjoy planning the thing. But Lucas is like, "Oh, I'm sure you came for that, surely." Or did you just miss me that
Shelby
much?
would look at Maya and be like, "Are you gonna tell the truth, or am I?" As soon as she shakes her head, she says, "Well, we were Greek gods, no, we're not anymore."
Wow.
You're also walking around Elbis scamming people. Not responsible. I adore it.
I never thought about scamming people.
Don't scam people.
There you go. Good idea.
You see, like Lucas takes out a coin and then tries to do that cup trick of like putting cups on it and moving it around, but can't quite do it right. So when everyone's not looking, they cast magic on it to make it disappear.
Oh my god.
I never thought about that. I could so hustle the lunch line at school.
Don't start hustling the lunch line. Shelby, Lucas, no, don't scam people. That's not.
Oh,
You can't
It's-
scam
Lucas,
people.
if you need to scam
You can
people, I'll
only-
tell you how to do it. I'll show you how to do it.
The only
can
people
use
you are
magic to
allowed
do
to
it.
scam, the only people you are allowed to scam are horrible people. I
Like
will,
Amanda,
you know what?
but
Yes.
she died, so it's fine.
I feel like I'm missing context.
It's fine.
It's
Stuff
okay.
You can either give me a brains or a charm roll.
I'm gonna give it
What's
charm.
higher? I think brains is higher. Oh no, my charm is a D12. Let's go.
My charm is a D20. Oh fuck yes!
That's a 6.
I got
What
a. Oh, go for it.
I have a +2 magic. Do I count that as well? Wait, no, I
Yeah.
got 10 adversity tokens from last time.
I mean, you
Ooh.
need to
What's the
be
DC?
a 10.
Oh, okay, then I'll put 2 adversity tokens in it.
Dude, I forgot that like Shelby gave Maya like a fuck ton of adversity tokens. I just looked at the meter down here and it's all filled.
Rust.
I got 20 adversity tokens and I gave half of them to you.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. I got a 16.
God damn.
Lucas won't admit it. Lucas remembers everything.
Okay.
Wait. Pause. What do you mean everything?
Lucas's memory goes so far back he can remember being in the astral plane with you. Every time reality got whooped over each other, Lucas has always remembered.
My baby.
Lucas is the consistency in every universe.
My Shayla.
I have to say that line because it's important later on.
Okay.
It's called foreshadowing. to a reference that in the finale no one will get, but I'm putting it here as a pin to myself to come back and rewatch this bit and you're like, you did a good job, Salem.
And then we can make a nice TikTok out of it.
No, so I'll be crying because the reference will make me cry.
Well,
He's hiding it. He's doing his damn well best to hide that he knows.
Okay.
well,
He is just a kid.
Yeah.
well, we're here now, Lucas, and if there's a ball that's gonna happen, we're gonna stay for the ball. Hell, we might even help plan it.
Do you have an outfit yet? That's the better question.
That's a great question.
I do. Mum was going to make me wear a sailor suit, but that's stupid. So I have another idea.
What are you going to do, Lucas?
I have my own suit.
What kind of suit?
It's a surprise.
Ooh. Okay.
I need to go and make sure that I've got the other set later.
Are you doing an outfit change?
The changes, I guess.
Ooh.
Maybe. I need to go
I
check
cannot
on
wait
it.
to see the look.
Lucas climbs down from the table. And is like, I need to go to the manor house. Pop by later. My magic's kicked in. I can show you some of it.
Ooh, yes.
And you'll see him sort of like get off the chair, run, and as he's running,
forgets that it's a pull door.
Run straight into it. No, he runs out. You can hear him shouting down the street, just shouting Carlisle's name. It's like it's them. It's really them.
Oh.
But yeah, it's just the two of you again.
So there's gonna be a ball apparently.
Yeah. We should go.
Not to say anything, but I can make you an outfit if you want.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Should we? Shelby's doubting it for like 2 seconds. Should we go to the manor? Hop by, say hello.
Probably. I do want to talk to Mary.
Fair enough.
And Alistair. I mean, not a cat.
Yeah. I mean, did we see Alistair before we did the whole not being God's thing? And
We did, but I'm still not over it. And that was over
as long as
a
it's not Amanda, I'm fine with it. Honestly.
I am right there with you. But I have known this cat man my entire life, and now it's a human. He's a human. Weird.
Yeah. It's not any more of open the door, Shelby, because the cat wants out. It's just
It's a
an
person.
actual human being.
Yeah.
I never thought of that. If I were to have to kill him, I would be killing a human and not a cat. Oh wait, I'm not Thanatos anymore. Yeah. I mean, let's just go to the manor. You can hop on my back if you want. I have my roller skates with me anyway.
I have my Heelys.
Oh, I forgot that you had Heelys. Okay.
Yep.
Somehow similar, and I love that.
So yeah, we Heely skate over to the manor house. It looks just like you remember it, just maybe a little warmer. There's a lot more decorations in this house now. With Amanda, it was very utilitarian. Now it's very homey.
Salem,
Mhm.
how many plants?
So there's been an extension to the manor house. There's now a full rose garden at the back.
I will be right back.
It's okay. Yeah, there's a
How
full...
many are dead? How many plants are dead?
None. It's a very well maintained household.
Damn.
Mostly because Alistair
Alistair's
looks
been
after
working
it. And also,
Yeah.
Alistair isn't afraid to ask people to help look after it.
Yeah, fuck him now.
One of the things you notice immediately is this place now has staff.
Damn.
It's not just,
That's a
oh,
change.
this is... Amanda was very much, this is my house. I don't care if it's the Coven household. This is my house. Alistair's view of this is, I have a granny flat up there where me and Carlisle live, but the rest of it is a communal space.
Does the basement have a tag on it now saying like that it's the basement?
The basement has a little sign on it that says "Love Thy Basement."
I
And
think
it is the same basement from the party.
is Alistair like greeting us as we come in, or is it?
So when you walk in, you see Alistair, but you see Alistair. Alistair doesn't register you because all you see is this blur of Alistair running through from the dining room all the way across the hallway into the reception room, carrying what looks like balloons.
For the pro, okay.
Then like you hear skidding. And then you sort of see Alistair come back, like feet scrambling slightly, like he tried to do a hard turn. When he saw
180.
two people, he saw two people at the door he shouldn't really be seeing. And like he's like, Maya, Shelby, nice to meet you.
To me, yes.
Well, you know what I mean. Nice to meet you here. I thought you were at college.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah, roll again. Roll brains or charm. Yeah, Alistair is a kind of
That's a 6 again. I swear to God.
Like a lanky.
I'm gonna roll my other
male,
die. Hold up.
With just like scraggly black hair.
That's not better. Okay.
And oh no.
Is it a 1? Oh my God. Well, I got a 6.
You got
a
6.
wonderful 6.
I mean, you need an 8.
Well, I have a +2 magic bonus.
You're fine, Shelby.
Shelby will whisper anything into Maya's ear anyways.
Don't forget, Maya, because you failed, you gain an adversity token.
Oh, more! On the already full meter?
If you have the easygoing train, then you also trait, then you also gain 2 instead of 1.
Yes.
Like Shelby, which is how I've been farming adversity.
Alice is being sincere.
Okay.
Like as I said, he's like a tall, lanky, black hair, kind of. He is, for all intents and purposes, my cut-in for Brennan Lee Mulligan, just with a Carlisle-esque appearance. But the personality is basically a transplant, even down to the fascination with birds. Hence the garden.
Okay.
Do not quiz me on that. You don't know enough.
I'm not gonna. Don't worry.
No, I know you won't. I'm looking at.
I'll keep your dignity. Oh no! I can quiz you about birds.
Flying birds, not female birds.
Both.
Both is good.
Yes. Yeah, nice to meet you here. I mean, Shelby would once again, as she always does, look at Maya for approval to say this. But if Maya takes too long, she's just gonna say it anyway. Okay, Maya takes too long. Yeah, we were not supposed to be here. Shenanigans happened. We became King God.
Oh,
Don't worry. Um, I heard there was a prom going on.
A ball.
A ball.
yeah, we're grown ups. We don't do proms. We do balls. Same thing, but
Oh, we're fine. Oh, we're fine. I've never had a proper prom. I always was supposed to get kidnapped, killed, or put into the other. Um,
that
Well,
sounds
someone was
rough.
kidnapped.
it's fine. It's fine.
Well, you can always help here. And he claps his hands together. As he does, he accidentally lets go of the balloons, and they just all go to the top of the atrium.
Can
all-
Shelby try to keep them down using magic?
Yeah, give me flight.
Flight. Oh my god, flight. I think my flight. Oh, it's a D8. It's not my D4. That's fine. All right. That explodes. Okay.
Ooh.
Was it allowed to explode again?
Yeah, it keeps exploding until it stops.
Okay. 886 is 22.
Yeah, you have no problem with this. You can use magic to grab the balloons and pull them back down. Ah,
Awesome.
thank you. I am getting a little clumsy as of late. It's fine. I'm just a little busy because I'm trying to plan two things at the same time. And it's getting a bit over the top of my head.
Yeah. Must
What
be
else are you
rough.
planning? What else are you planning?
Carlisle's birthday.
Oh, right.
So, slight problem. I didn't check the calendar. It turns out I may have booked the ball and Carlisle's birthday on the same day. Now I appreciate that Carlisle's birthday doesn't actually move, so I didn't necessarily book his birthday. I kind of booked over it. And I
Yeah.
tried to do the whole, hey, it can be a party and a ball, but when Carlisle wants a pinata and you've got dignitaries and like most of the Covens here, I don't quite think a pinata's going to cut it.
I don't think
It's
you
fine. We can put
understand
a
how
pinata at the
frustrated.
toilet and just have them beaten there.
I
Or in
have
the
a different.
garden.
I have a different idea. 2 pinatas. One for the kids filled with candy. One for adults filled with the airport bottles of you know.
Oh.
You know, that's a good idea.
And also,
But you would smash
adults
them if
have
you
a
hit
lot
it
of.
too hard.
They won't burst because they're plastic.
Oh. Ah.
And also, I am highly positive that adults also have a lot of pent up rage and would enjoy this.
Okay, we can try that. And like you see, like Alistair goes to put the tie the balloons to a chair so they don't fly away again. Yeah, I mean, if you're willing to help, I could definitely use some. I'm supposed to be like greeting like the other Coven leaders, but I keep putting them off because like I'm trying to plan and like make the party room. And now I think some of them think I'm being rude, and it's like I'm not. I'm just trying to keep my child happy. But then trying to explain to keep my child happy, and like trying to bring him up right, and then try and raise him up as a single parent, and then trying to help all the other kids in the thing. It's a lot.
I think for now, she was just down lock onto Maya. Just be like, Maya and I might have different plans, but speaking for myself, I'd be more than happy to recipiate.
Ooh.
Do you think you could do it?
Of course. I mean, I've already been a Greek god. How hard can it be? I failed at being a Greek god. It's fine.
Oh, do you know what? Any god will do. I will take any god I can get. Current, former, or future.
Future sounds nice. Maybe.
Well, I will leave it all in your capable hands. I'm sure it'll be fine.
We'll be fine. We're great with
We'll be
adults.
fine. We'll be fine.
Okay, well, they're supposed to be coming round in like the next 20 minutes. You can use the reception room if you wanna.
20 minutes.
The ball is today. Oh, right, the ball is today. Of course.
Um, I mean, I can push it back a bit if you need more time.
No. The ball is
No,
today. It's happening
It's
today.
fine. We can just
We're good.
reciprocate and we'll talk during the party. It's fine.
Yeah. And
I bet
talking
everyone
to
will be
guests.
timely anyway. Right?
They should be.
Yeah.
Okay. Feel free to use magic to like speed things up. Why didn't I think of that?
I don't. I wish I had reality magic still. I don't.
You had Oh, okay. I'm kind of jealous right now.
I used to be able
It's
to
fine.
switch off the light, and by the light I mean the world's light.
Okay. Remind
Alistair,
me.
there's a lot on our plates. It's fine.
Remind me never to annoy either of you.
It's fine.
To be fair, I don't think you could be annoying even if you tried to. Or at least you couldn't be more annoying than Amanda.
Talking from Shelby's experience, anyone can be annoying, but yeah, no. We'll get dressed and we'll be standing here.
I mean, look, Okay, I'm gonna go run to my office really quickly and grab a few bits and bobs. The guest, actually, no, I need to go do the garden. I will go do the garden. It's fine.
If you need any help blocking off people,
It's okay.
Carlisle's really good at making barriers.
Oh, yes.
I know. I keep walking into them. Someone taught him that you can put a barrier in front of a door, and I keep walking into them because I can't see them. Because he's that good at making them invisible. It's fine. I'll go set up the garden. I just remembered I can use magic. I'm a witch. I can use magic to make a party. Why did I think of this sooner? Why am I being the responsible one? It's fine. I will go use magic to speed up the party process. It is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I ain't
mean,
got
you
this.
go.
It's fine.
You can do this. You can do this. You'll be fine.
Alistair will go running into the garden. Up in his office is the guest list or the recipients book. If you want to grab that.
I mean,
Oh,
we need
yes.
to get dressed first, but
Could Maya fairy stepmother this fairy godmother, not stepmother?
You can
Not
you can fairy. Look, if you've got fairy godparents, then by all means, now is the time to use them.
gonna try to fairy godmother the shit out of our dresses.
Yeah, you can cast magic to change. I'm not gonna make you roll for it because that would be so evil to roll for dresses.
Don't fuck with me.
So you're fine. You can just cast it. What?
Can I roll for shits and
Go
giggles?
on, roll for shits and gigs.
19.
Roll for how she
Okay.
takes it.
19 plus 2, so 21.
21. Yeah, you can go
Shelby
dress you
never
like.
rolled for to see how to take it.
So what dress does Maya get?
Ooh. I think Maya would do like a a spaghetti strap, chrome, like a blue sparkle chrome slip dress that it comes all the way down to the floor, and little like a little heel, like a little heel. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and maybe a necklace that kind of looks similar to Nyx's necklace, but it's just the stars instead of the moon.
What about Shelby?
Shelby would have this type of dress with like short sleeves, kind of an open bust, but like the floral pattern. What's the material? Mesh, kind of top, and then the rest would be like proper like ball gown, like go all white with a proper corset. And I think there would be shades of purple to accentuate it. So in her like skirt, she would have layers of purple, as if it was like a peacock feathery type of dress, where she would have different shades of purple and black all the way down. It would be this huge ass dress with like an open top and a mesh flowery short sleeve top over it.
Wonderful. You get the receipt book from Alice's office. Much nicer than Amanda's office. Actually homely, actually a place someone wants to be. There are a lot of photos of Carlisle in here. A lot of them. They're also arranged in order from like age, youngest to oldest. There's just like one wall where like for every year there's one photo, and it's always taken in the same place. And you can sort of see there's an empty frame there for tonight's photo. Inside this guest book, you see that Carlisle and Lucas have put themselves on the guest list. You can sort of see their handwriting. And you see that Carlisle's wrote his name, Lucas has wrote his name. I'm not going to make you roll to detect handwriting, but it looks like Lucas put his name in second, because next to Carlisle's in Lucas's handwriting is just the word VIP in brackets. But they are on the guest list. You can go downstairs and greet people. I'm not going to run through the entire moves and shakers of the entire Coven Elite. What I will say is that each Coven around the world tends to elect its own leader. And Alistair is the leader of leaders. So all of these people are important in their own right. They are all dressed beautifully. There are many different designs here, from like open tops, strapless designs, to full-on ball gowns. What you notice is every dress and every suit that people are wearing, they're not mascots. That's the wrong word, but they are decorated in the style of that coven. Like there is a Coven of the Stars. There's a Coven of the Owl. It's like each coven
like
has
clans in Vampire the Masquerade. Like they all have their own clothing style. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose if we're gonna not dredge up Agent P Sphere, but yeah. But yeah, like every coven has an identity to it. Tanner is kind of the exception because it's like the top tier. I mean, under Amanda, it was the Crown. But Alistair kind of ditched any kind of like iconography because he sort of saw it as being elitist. He tries to avoid calling himself the leader of leaders, because it's just not his style. He sees himself more as HR than a leader. But yeah, they all start coming in. I need to roll for Lucas. Towards the end of the list, as everyone's come in, you see two soon-to-be 11-year-old boys. One of them today, one of them in a few months' time, wearing matching tuxedos. The only thing that is different between them is that they are both wearing a bow tie. On Lucas's, on the left, is half a moon, and on Carlisle's right is the other half of a moon. That's what Lucas was referencing when he said, I need to go get the other costume. And you see Maya.
Ooh.
Lucas goes, I have a trick for you.
Okay.
That, pulls them apart. As he does, he makes a flower out of ice.
Oh.
Because he is an ice witch. Without astral powers existing, he became an ice witch. He creates this kind of like floral flower. And he's like, what do you think?
That looks amazing. It's so detailed. The petals.
Alistair always said you should never give a rose to anyone unless that person's really special. Roses are not a thing to just throw around to people. I really want to give it to you, but I think I need to give it to somebody else.
Yeah, you should give it to whoever you think.
I just don't think I've got the courage to do it. And you sort of see Carlisle kind of like nudges him. He's like, of course you've got the courage to do it. You're Lucas.
Maya's gonna put a hand on Lucas's shoulder and just say, you are more brave than you think. You have been through so much. And when you've been through so much, you can learn from those things. And I, for one, know that you are incredibly brave. From throwing a paintbrush across an entire theater.
That was a very good throw.
It was. It was.
It did have a little bit of help.
That's fair. But we all need a little help. And if you need help, you can always ask me.
Okay. And so he like turns to Carlisle for a second, like, do you want to come and help me find them? And Carlisle's like, yeah, sure, I can do that. I got time before I have cake. And you see the two walk in, Carlisle walking first, Lucas slightly behind. Lucas looks behind to you, Maya and Shelby, and there's just a look of, I don't think I'm ready for this.
Shelby would just, yeah, exactly, like thumbs up.
And they go into the party. There's no one else here now. Lucas and Carlisle were the last two. And it's just you two now standing at the door.
Well, that's the list covered.
Yeah.
Or she would just close it. I don't know if it's just like a regular list on like a board or like a book that we're keeping track of.
It is a very ornate book.
Close the fucking book, Shelby.
Honestly, a welcome change.
I think Shelby would immediately just step towards the door of the mansion and close it, going like, okay, now the party's starting, right?
Yeah. Yes, with
And
us,
look
the
at
party's
Maya
starting.
And be like, hey, do you mind if we maybe have a little talk? Maybe go into the basement for a bit?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Are you sure you want to go down there?
I mean, we've seen it before at our last party, didn't we? Should be alright.
Yeah, that... It didn't
There's
go
enough
too well.
wine to drink, so...
Is there? Did you leave any?
Maybe.
It's been restocked. There's a huge note from Alistair down there that just says, when I find out who took those bottles and the basement, I would say there'd be consequences, but it sounds like it was awesome.
Yeah.
Just a little two little words underneath that just says, drink responsibly.
Of course.
Shelby would just, if she had the pen, because she was keeping track of the list anyway, she would just say, yeah, it was awesome. Some nicks and nooks, but you're not one to tell me how to drink.
Yeah, there's a whole wine cellar here.
Yeah, I mean, if Shelby can, would the... Okay.
No.
Would the waterbed still be there?
The waterbed's still in there, yeah. It's still in the archive room. There's a little note on there now.
Is there a dress on the floor?
Yeah. Do you know what? Roll me a d20.
I will. Okay. I have to choose which two of the sets, the vampire one and the new one. Oh, my partner's one. And that's a straight up 10. Okay.
It's here.
Alright. She'll just immediately throw it in a corner. What did the note say that was here?
Aside from the waterbed, it's an archive room. There are just boxes here with a lot of documents. I believe last time we said a lot of these were memories that Alistair was still holding on to because he couldn't get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of photo albums, a lot of Amanda's stuff is down here.
Ha. Where's my
But-
fire magic when it
The thing is, it's not as dark as the Amanda you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because Alistair was alive, so she had someone tempering her.
Yeah, I mean, Shelby wouldn't look at it any different, but that's because it's Shelby.
But yeah, there's a lot of like Carlisle stuff down here as well, like Carlisle's first, like, you know, drawing, put in a frame. You get the impression that Alistair is a memorialist who will memorialize anything, and then realizes that he can't put it all around the Coven household because otherwise it would just be a museum to his child. And so has to pick and choose the pieces that come out. Like, there's still Carlisle's first baby shoes just tied together.
Oh.
on a
Oh,
pole.
that's adorable.
Oh.
Does it have like the height marks? Like when Carlisle grows up and they just
Oh,
6 years old and they
that was in
have
the
a stripe?
office. That was in the office. That's still there.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Shelby will just walk down to the waterbed and just ask Maya, like, hey, you want to sit down for a bit?
Yeah. It's weird being in this room.
Yeah,
But a waterbed is nice.
it is nice. I mean, a lot has happened in this room. I must admit, but oh,
We don't have to talk about it.
no. I was just wondering. I mean, we've already spent high school together, and we did that together with Felix and Penny, and I don't know, Penny's off doing her own thing, and Felix off banging his boyfriend probably, but I never really got to talk to you. Like, how are you feeling? Like, do you have any plans for the future? I mean, it's going to be a day where we might not see each other again.
We don't have to talk
And
about that now. There's so much time for that.
no, but I don't know. I feel like things have just been moving so fast, and I don't know how it feels for you, but I've just been feeling like I've been thrown around everywhere. Like,
I
1 second I'm in the underworld, 1 second I'm in the astral plane. I didn't even fucking know what the astral plane was. One day we're on Elvis, one day we're here, Tanner. And I'm just. If I'm gonna be real honest with you, I'm just looking for some grounding. Felix is all nice, doing all the grounding stuff, and we're in a circle, and very. It's cool. It's cool. It's fine. But never have I really gotten to rest. And that's okay. Don't worry about that. But I just want to be sure about you and you being okay. Because even what happened with us becoming Greek gods, I mean, I didn't choose to be that. And I had the power to reverse it. And yes, I would have been cool to be Thanatos for a bit longer, but it's not healthy for us. And I was just wondering how you are feeling, because I don't know. It's just been a lot. And I care about you. And I just want to make sure that you're okay.
I am so drained from the past couple of, well, since we started college, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think I've properly paid attention to one class.
Neither have I, but that's probably for different reasons.
I know one thing. I know that we'll all still have each other. I know that I'll have you and that you'll have me. Because that was what was constant, right? Us.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't let you down.
There's not a universe in which you'll let me down. Even though there are multiple universes and realms and whatever, but letting me down, absolutely not. You might think you let me down because that is something that you do. but you won't let me down.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how it felt being Nyx. You know, Thanatos is different than Nyx. I don't know, but it's a lot of stuff, and I feel like you deserve to have that power, and you deserve to be in a position where you can show off who you are, and you can actually have this big of an impact. But I feel like for someone like me, maybe also for Felix and Nemo, having you with us is already as big of an impact. And I just want to be sure that the decision we made in giving up godhood was the right one.
It was the right one. It always will be the right one. I
Was it
don't
though?
think I deserve that much power. And the only
But you
people
do.
I want to show off any sort of power to is you guys. Because you guys make it fun. And I
But
feel safe with you. And I don't want to be worshipped. That's insane. I just want to hang
no, that's
out.
kind of the boost, I guess.
Can you imagine me in a temple? Oh,
I mean, I could, but that's just me.
you would also
But
would have had a fine temple. I mean, with all the
yeah,
darker colors and stuff.
it
And
would have
maybe
been
it was,
awesome. I mean,
yeah,
right? But
it would have.
I don't know. It's just for me, it didn't feel like the right decision. And even though for myself, I would have loved to be the person I looked up for so long, studying necromancy and I don't know, finding the beauty in it, even though death is such a present thing. I feel like as long as it was the best decision for you, then that matters more to me than achieving that goal. And I just really want to make sure that you're okay. And it would have been fun, don't get me wrong. But as long as you're okay with us, with all the things that have been going on, I feel like that's what matters. And I mean, the only reason I would want to give up on that was for you to be okay. And I don't want to spend the entire like ball talking about this, but I just want you to know that I really care about you, and I just want you to be okay. And I don't say it enough, and I know I don't. And
Maya's gonna reach a hand over and place it on like Shelby's hands and say, "You don't have to say things for us to know them, for me to know them. I know how I know how you felt when you attained godhood, got godhood. I know how you felt when you killed Nyx. It's not a good feeling, and I know that. And you blame yourself a lot, and you shouldn't. You need to know that I care about you just as much as you care about me. And so what if you don't say it? You show it. in all the things that you do and you say, and you make sure that we're safe, we're protected. You're the one who put yourself in front of me while Nyx was gonna blast me to smithereens. So don't say that you don't say it enough. Because you sure as fuck show it a lot. And that should count for something.
I mean, it's just, I don't know. With Felix, it's always this straightforward thing where he's always having this very nice relationship with Nemo, and I know, like, we don't know Nemo as long as I know you, Penny, and Felix, but they seem to just have a good connection together, and they really, they seem to be getting along very well. And for me, I know that myself, I really appreciate like people telling me, "Hey, I appreciate this," and I know that for myself, I don't say that enough. And even if I show it, it doesn't it doesn't feel like I am. And I mean, life's been rough. Doing all this stuff, getting to college, and first saving the world, and going for the entirety of Carlisle's life, or lives, I guess. And then still trying to make the best for your friends. It's difficult. And I just think, what if I chose my own option? What if I chose to be selfish in that moment? What if I chose to actually have you be Nyx just so that I could stay Thanatos, to keep my power and to keep what I at that time thought it was my dream? But knowing what I did, now knowing that we're now here in Tanner, knowing that you are feeling okay and that it's still possible to see each other, I don't know. One day I will be selfless, the way that Felix can be, the way that Nemo can be, I guess. But one day I have to make that decision, and right now that decision is me telling you that I really appreciate you, and I hope that you would allow me to be so selfless and or to be so selfish and actually say that I would not have made that decision if it wasn't for you. And however you interpret that, it's for you to decide. But just know that you are my number one priority right now.
Maya has like tears welling up in her eyes as Shelby tells her this. Almost feeling guilty herself. Um, she looks at Shelby and says, "Oh,
God
She-
damn it, come fucking back.
she looks at Shelby and she says, for what it's worth, you'll always be Thanatos to me. And I hope, I can only hope, that I can be your Nyx. And if there's any time that you want to be selfish, and it's just between us, you can be selfish. You are allowed to be selfish. You're allowed to have wants, and you are allowed to have them every so often without feeling guilty. So, the next time, be selfish.
Well, maybe I will, but right now it's about you. So I just want to ask you. There's going to be a song. It's a ball. There's going to be a song where people are going to dance with their partner.
Yes. Immediately.
Shelby would just reach out her hand.
I would take it.
And for a moment, I think Shelby would go in expecting to go for a kiss, but then deciding to make it more of an embrace and hugging Maya. Just say thank you for just being there. If it wasn't for you, I mean, God knows, the gods know what would have happened to reality. Like, if it wasn't for you, I don't think I would be here. At least not in this state of existence. And I really love you for that. And however you see that, it's up to you. But thank you for being amazing.
I'm glad I have you here now.
I'm glad to be there for you as well.
Maya would lean in and give Shelby a kiss on the cheek.
Shelby would do the same. But instead of keeping her embrace, she would just slowly move her hand up towards Maya's hair, signaling, like, it's still your decision, but whatever you're down for, I'm down for.
Maya would definitely go in for a kiss.
And Shelby would do too.
How am I supposed to carry on from that? My eyes hurt, okay? They sting. I cannot wipe away the tears quick enough to stop them from stinging. My vocal box hurts. When I swallow, I have been waiting 2 seasons for that. I had to delay a finale. I had to stretch out time.
Well, we've been doing that anyway.
Okay. God damn it, Salem. You're a grown ass, non binary person. Pull yourself together. Ugh.
And this is how you write gay shit, okay?
Fast. Slowly. Heart achingly.
Extremely heartachingly slowly. Oh, okay. I'm guessing after the kiss, you go back upstairs.
Yes.
I think before going upstairs, a small detail I want to mention is Shelby would just, from the kiss, go down onto one knee to just go to the side while having Maya's hand and just go, "My goddess," and allow Maya to stand up before going upstairs.
Yeah. Yeah, Maya would take that hand completely in awe. Fuck.
It's okay. You don't have to respond. Would you take the dance with me, though?
Yes. It's still a yes. If I hadn't made it clearer.
Shelby's insecure. That's why she's asking this.
I think you need a reminder, and Maya pulls Shelby in for another kiss.
This time, Shelby's the one in awe. And after like a second of realizing, she would just full on hang into it.
Ugh.
Let's get back to the dance.
Let's get back to the
Maybe that's a good idea. Before
We were promised an
actually-
outfit change.
Yeah, and maybe we should actually go before we miss our song.
Yeah.
Rick Astley, never gonna give you up. Start playing. Um,
It's either that or it's oh baby, baby. In a room full of dignitaries.
It is a.
it's Wonderwall.
So canonically, in our roleplay universe, Lucas, was it Lucas, Carlisle, and Miles, and one other person in their teen years start a band, and they only play cover songs. I can't remember who it was. Was it? It was. How was it? It was. They made a cover band, which was it Falling Upwards rather than Falling in Reverse.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they made their own Falling in Reverse cover band at like age 13. And Carlisle was the singer. So like Carlisle has a very good singing voice. Whereas
Hey.
Lucas was the guitarist.
The fact that Carlisle is modeled after Roderick is not lost on me.
I think it's so it was so good. But anyway, that's just to keep me from crying more. Because I know what happens next, and I know that I need to do the next bit, but I know the next bit will make me cry, and I've already cried, and I'm gonna cry even more. And this stream is gonna basically be how many times I say them cry in one session. It is a very slow okay, John, I'm gonna go back a bit further. The garden has been completely transformed into a dance floor. There's like a wooden vinyl dance floor that's been installed.
Holy shit.
Yes, Shelby.
When we go outside, is there a pink flower in the garden?
You beat me to it.
There are many colored flowers in many different shapes and sizes.
Instead of this time picking it up for herself, she would pick one up and put it in Maya's hair.
all of you.
Maya like just kind of touches it to adjust it a little and says, "Thank you," and pulls out like a rose from somewhere.
Yeah, you can find a rose.
Yes, I did find a rose. And would, you know, hand it to Shelby and say, for someone special, right? For my death.
What color is the rose?
Can it be black?
It can be black.
I'm gonna make it black.
Shelby would pick it up. She would look on Maya's eyes and just say, for the darkness that I carry with me, always guiding me to the light.
Okay.
And she was just going for another kiss.
Yep.
So, I both love my roles and I hate them. They are poetic. God, they hurt. Lucas and Carlisle are sitting on a bench. Lucas watches Maya hand over the rose. You watch. As Lucas takes out his rose, taps Carlisle on the arm, and hands it to him. Carlisle takes it. Slits it in half. Puts one in his hair and the other in Lucas's. Alistair is watching Carlisle. Like he's talking to a dignitary, and then in the corner of his eye, he can see this going on. He drops his champagne flute and then just kind of pushes the dignitary to the side a little bit and then just like raises his hand, the thumbs up.
Okay, boys.
Oh.
Lucas will do one final thing. He undoes. So, this is gay as shit, but I came up with it. He undoes his bow tie and undoes Carlisle's. Takes the two, begins to tie them into a knot to make a whole moon. And when they do, their outfits magically change. Lucas is wearing a tuxedo adorned with ice. Elsa would be proud of this. Carlisle.
Who is that?
Carlisle is wearing a black tuxedo with purple and blue and indigo sequins dotted alongside it to look like the night. With the full bow tie of the moon on it. Lucas will hug Carlisle. And I wrote this line, and I knew it would hurt saying it. He will whisper to Carlisle, "The constant was always you." And I couldn't have survived without you. And I know you don't remember. But it was lonely. For a long time. Now let's eat cake and dance. And Lucas is going to kiss Carlisle on the cheek. And he's going to leave a kind of, not lipstick mark, like an ice mark on Carlisle's cheek, which Carlisle immediately overreacts to, thinking he's being turned into an ice statue. Upon which Lucas immediately rips into him for being overreacting and dramatic, just like your father. And they are going to go and dance together. Not quite a slow dance. They haven't quite worked out how the slow dance works. They watch the adults do it, and like they keep tripping over each other, and their feet are going everywhere. So they drop the slow dance, and instead just go to what you do at a disco, and just sort of stand next to each other while waving your arms around, trying to look cool. You get a ping in your phone, Maya.
Oh.
It's from Lucas, but his phone's never left his pocket. It just says save the date. And it's today's date. But 10 years in the future. And you have your slow dance together. There is a huge, in the middle of the one that I forgot to describe because we were so busy on roses, that in the middle of this dance floor is a ginormous, not a disco ball because that's tacky. It's an ice sculpture. It is a ice sculpture of a sparrow, which, for those who are familiar with Tanner history, the original symbol of Tanner was a sparrow, not a crown. And all the lights are positioned in just a way that it reflects off it. And it gives you the space to dance. Yes, Shelby?
One more thing that I would like to have mentioned is that during the slow dance, Shelby would try to get as close to Maya as possible. Sometimes just whispering into her ear. Not necessarily very suggestive remarks, but remarks that might
Sweet
allow Maya to end the night on a good bang.
For sure.
Let's keep it like that.
Okay.
The waterbed broke. We flooded the basement.
It's what repair magic is for. It's fine. Hey,
That's
invite
why I had
Lucas
reality
round.
bending, but now
Yeah. Invite Lucas round. You'll have an ice skating rink. It's fine. Okay. I like to say it. He's 10 years in the future. Maya, you are here in the Coven household on your own for now. Alistair comes running across in half a tuxedo, trying to button it up. I did it again. Why did I let myself double book?
What did you double book this time?
Well, I booked the. Well, so today's the day Carlisle becomes Coven leader.
Oh, you stupid, stupid man.
Yeah, I forgot that we were doing the thing.
For someone who keeps records of his son.
Hey, whoa. In my defense,
No!
Whoa. You have been Coven leader for the past 6 years.
I'm not part of the planning committee, though. That's on you.
Whoa. We agreed that I would plan the handover ceremony and you'd plan the other thing. Which, how are we going to do? We haven't invited anyone. So what are we supposed to do?
Have.
Okay.
We've invited everyone. Just trust me on this.
Okay. Well, I've got to get the stuff ready in the. I've got to get the.
Yeah, go and button your shirt right.
You can sort of see. Alistair is running down the corridor, going, I've got the sacred texts, somewhere, and like he's fumbling around, pulls out a document. It's like, no, that's for the other thing, and like runs back to you, Maya. It's like, I think you need that one, and like then runs back down the corridor, screaming. Mostly because the house has been divvied up into 2 halves. Everyone is coming back for Carlisle's inauguration. That is the official invite. Mostly because it also involves meaning that the leader of the guild has to be invited. It's also one of the very few reasons you could actually legally invite Nemo here again. So the question I want to ask, that my heart really wants to know the answer to. 10 years in the future, Maya and Shelby, are they still a thing?
I think so.
So, okay. Here's how I think Shelby would go about it. Because I know the ambitions that I wrote for Shelby. And Maya already being here, I think there's a very good way to improv this way into existence. Shelby, as a young pastel goth, and slowly transitioning into goth, and then as her older version in Albus also showed a little bit more towards a professional side of things. She she takes an interest in vampire life, kind of in a way of not being able to let go of Sky, but also kind of in a way of just genuine interest in different ways of human life and the connections between life and death and how vampires look at that. She will probably have moved to Europe to become a vampire researcher.
Ooh.
Not a hunter, a researcher. And knowing that this is 10 years from when Maya and Shelby hit it up, and knowing that Shelby is the way Shelby is and will keep contact with Maya and probably have been in a relationship with Maya if Maya was down for that. She would fly over back from Europe all the way to Tanner, but be late with her with her drive towards Tanner. So she'll be fashionably late, like 20 minutes late, like right on time before the slow dance. But I do think that Shelby and Maya would still be together. I would like to think so. Yeah.
There was a brief moment, Maya, where you see Lucas pop his head out of the door. Like he's sort of like holding onto the door frame, like pulling out. It's like, is Carlisle around?
No, do you need me to get him?
No. You can't. You know that.
Bad luck. Bad luck. I know. I was just checking.
I just need a hand with the
bow tie. Okay.
Carlisle could do them. I can't.
Yeah. Okay. And Maya steps into Lucas's room, and
the reception room has been kind of refitted into Lucas's room. There is a lot of paperwork here, a lot of handwritten notes that if Maya goes near, Lucas will like fold away and be like, no, that's for later. Like that's not a you thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And let you do the bow tie. None of them know, do they? They all think it's just the inauguration, right?
No one knows. I knew for 10 years.
Well, someone had to be the planner, and I couldn't think of anyone better.
For 10 years, I kept this secret.
I mean, yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's fine. I'll plan yours.
Let's not. Let's focus on you.
And just he like pulls up a paper. It's like, can you like just read the vow I wrote? I just need to actually makes grammatical sense. I couldn't really write I love you a million times over, and I also couldn't really try to explain the end of reality in a vow list.
That is true.
So I had to kind of keep it tame. I'm gonna make one last roll. One. Well, that explodes.
Oh. What is it?
I had an idea, and I was like, I'll let the dice decide if it happens.
This idea.
You hear a knock at the door. Little tiny knock, tiny hands. As a little girl, about 4 years old, waddles into the room, holding a paper rose, and was like, Daddy said he can't see you, but he says I can deliver things. And I drew this, and he said he thinks you need it. You deserve it more. Lucas is going to pick it up. Then he's going to sort of brush his 2 fingers on the paper to turn it from being a 2D paper rose into an actual 3D paper rose. Bend down and be like, I still think it looks better on you, Maya. And pushes the rose into her hair. Now, go. And remember, don't tell anyone about the other surprise. And when you walk, you'll be fine. Just walk towards me. And I'll be waiting for you at the end. And like Lucas will like pick her up and like take her to the door, push her away.
Maya's just in shock.
At 17 years old, they adopted.
Yeah! How is that legal? It's because Carlisle was 18, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carlisle hit 18 just before. And also, she is a witch, and she needed a home.
Oh.
It was either... Alistair sold it as it's either here or an adoption agency.
Oh, yeah, no, I get that.
They were like, we can do this.
Oh my god.
And she didn't have a name. She needed a name. And she arrived to them under the guise of the moon and stars. So there was only one name Lucas could think of. So now they have their own baby Maya. Who, for the record, is a little shitbag.
As Maya is.
What we didn't see was her refusing to enter the room, like enter the Coven household, because she didn't want to be part of the party to start with. And to avoid being part of it, she grabbed onto the doorframe and refused to come in. So Lucas had to pull her by her hips to get her to let go of the doorframe. Because,
valid.
Kids. But that's where we're going to leave it.
Jesus fuck.
Next week, we get to have an inauguration and maybe something else. I thought next week was going to be the one I was going to cry at.
Oh, don't worry, you will.
Oh, I will.
You will. You will. We're going to make sure of it.
Yeah. Thank you. I genuinely have missed this. Oh, there I go again. I love you all so much. And I don't know how I'm going to continue after next Tuesday.
Don't worry, I'll be there.
It's fine. I'm having one of my emotional. I never used to have friends, now I do moments. And it's a relatively new concept to me. But yeah. God, is that the time? Yes. I'm gonna say it because otherwise we'll be here forever, be crying. I hope everyone had fun. I hope everyone enjoyed it. So I hope everyone has slightly drier eyes than me. Rice, I hope if you're watching this retrospective, I hope this is everything you wanted it to be. It took 2 series, but we finally got there. Finally. The pairing that I'd always wanted for episode 1 of the original. But it just never came to fruition.
Episode 1 is insane.
I loved Maya and Charlie from the moment I met them.
That's fair.
We were both 2 little shits.
Yeah, literally. You were 2 little shits against the world, and it was like, no matter
We
how
still
hard,
are.
yeah, no matter how hard I tried to push you in that direction, the plot would just demand that you break apart. It's like I'm so glad I finally got a chance to put you two, just you two, around a table together and finally talk. We will be back next Tuesday, one last time.
One last time.
For one last story. No shenanigans, no end of the world threats. Just everyone's happy ending. So
Aww.
until then, I think everyone deserves that, I think, after all the work we put into this. I have vampire for my tragic endings, it's fine. This one's
Hey,
gonna
don't
end
threaten
nice.
me with a good time.
Hey, this one's gonna end nicely. I'm gonna have a series that have a happy ending.
Okay.
We will see you all next week. Until then, be safe, be well. We love you all. Bye,
Don't cry too
bye.
much. Have tissues.
No promises.